The 12 seed playing today versus this year you're a 5 seed, you got 25 points. How different does this feel?
I feel a lot different. Actually, as I was just walking through the little tunnel or whatever, I can feel the goosebumps of being sent home. So it feels good. I'm excited and ready to play for real.
Yeah. This team was doubted going into the year, and you guys have been able to achieve so much and prove probably a lot of people wrong already. Yeah. What continues to motivate this team at this point of the season? Still
being doubted. People still not believing in us, still not thinking we deserve to be where we at. I mean, even yesterday, I was walking through Broadway against some pizza, and people just asking, how y'all doing? How y'all play against Tennessee? Or y'all just good? They don't know about it. So I feel like it's just a lot. Every game we come out here, we just gotta make a statement.
You get a potential matchup with Arkansas tomorrow. Do you remember anything about the game you guys won?
Arkansas has definitely grown since then. They played pretty well, I'd say, against Alabama a couple days ago, I'd say. And the talent is there for them. So, like you said, it's a potential matchup, but we'll just be watching and see who we're going to play.
What do you remember about that Ole Miss game here last year when you guys, come off the court, come up just short, and how much does that experience kind of help going into a run like this where you guys can, make it further?
Man, I remember, not sharing the court with those guys again, like Gigi and Hayden Brown, who's a senior. It was tough for him, especially in the locker room, crying, and seeing him, hang his jersey up. So when you got a team like this, when you got guys like Salon, BJ, and the other guys, you don't want to send them home like that. You just want to go as far as you can and make it, win it all. So that's all I can remember, and that's what I feel.
Does it feel easier knowing that you guys are probably going to make it to the NCAA tournament, or do you guys keep it even keel and just try to play one game at a time?
Nah, it doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man.
Could you repeat that again?
Yeah, with last year you guys probably had to win it all to make some sort of run in March Madness, but whereas this year you guys are more likely to not go into the NCAA tournament. Does it kind of change things with the mindset for you, or is it still the same?
Nah, we just, like I said before, we try to take it one game at a time. We understand what's ahead. We got a good opportunity ahead of us to win this thing, and that's what we're thinking about. We win it all, we'll probably have a better seed for the tourney, but the tourney is a week or two from now. So right now we're just focusing on this weekend.
Yeah. Does this almost feel like a prelude, a way to prepare just for what's to come next week?
Yeah, 100%. But we've seen these teams before, so we know it isn't going to be easy. But we got a list of guys and teams that we want to take down, and that's our thoughts right now.
You guys you're one of just a handful of players who've been through this specific tournament before. How do you guide somebody like Colin Murray Boyles and Morris and some of these younger players who've never experienced a conference tournament at all and kind of say, this is what it's like, this is how you keep moving?
Yeah, it's been a long season. We had a lot of up and downs, but that's what those up and downs prepare you for. Now, when you get in those games, you continue to be who you are. Nothing changed from last week. Teams has gotten better, but we have too. So like I told Colin, like I told the freshmen, stay ready, but at the same time, you built for this, and they've all helped and allowed us to get to this point. So we're going to need you. Let's stay together.
And you guys seem to keep vibes pretty high. We saw you guys kind of enjoying the music and all of that. How important is it for you as leaders to be able to kind of show you're allowed to be loose, you're allowed to enjoy this experience while you guys are doing it?
You gotta have fun. For these seniors and some of these guys, you never get this opportunity back. We'll never get this time back with each other. So we like to have fun, enjoy the moment, because we'll go back years from now and look at these videos of us dancing and laughing with each other and doing all crazy stuff on the court. But that's what basketball is about. So, you're going to be serious when the lights come on, when that buzzer go on, but you got to be able to have fun with the game.
Meechie, this offense shoots a lot of threes. How do you guys keep it so consistently throughout as many games and as many days?
I'd say there's been a lot of games where we didn't make a lot of threes. We're built on defense, and that's what our coach preached on us. So the way we play defense allows us to get stopped and allows us to run the transition. We have guys like Colin Murray Boyles, who's been very efficient in the paint, guys like BJ Mack, who's matchup problems. I feel like the threes for us is just a bonus. When we're hot, we're hot. But we're built on defense, so that's what we're going to rely on.
Meechie, talk about some highs and lows of the year this season so far. That loss against LSU might have made things seem pretty bleak, but winning 4 of the last 5, and a lot of that on the road, and proving that your game can travel a little bit. What did you guys learn about yourself in that process of bouncing back from that, and how have you guys kind of improved as a team since then?
We're just very mature. We're very mature, and we don't allow those those losses like that affect us. We're able to bounce back. We're able to watch the film, get together, look at the little things that we didn't do well in those games, fix it up and clean it up. And like you said, a loss at LSU hurts because you look at that loss and a loss like Georgia, 2 good teams still, but you look at those losses and you say, man, we could have won this thing regular season, or it could have been tied with Tennessee. That's the motivation of it. You know what I'm saying? You lose those games and you go back and say, all right, now we got to fix it up and clean it up and take care of business.
You guys have talked a lot about wanting to show people what you guys are made of, proving people wrong. Well, Lamont Paris just picked up 2 SEC Coach of the Year awards. How meaningful is that for you guys, knowing that you guys have known all along what he can do, but now the rest of the world got to see it as well?
Yeah, man. I was one of Lamont's first players to commit to him. So, you know, when I came to South Carolina, when people thought I was stupid, I believed in him as a coach, and it shows, man. He's a basketball genius, professor at a doctor, whatever you want to call him. He studies the game, like he really does, and everything he's gotten this year, from a team standpoint, from a coach's standpoint, he deserves it, and I think he's going to get a lot more.
Does Lamont have any hobbies, or is it just basketball all the time?
As far as I know, it's just basketball. I see him in the morning walking there with a Starbucks coffee at like 7, I'm walking my dog, and then I see him leave and come back with like 9 o'clock with a Taco Bell bag, and he walk in there, he's watching film. He's just a basketball genius, man. You know, he loves the game. You know, he'll call you, he'll send you clips from other teams, and other games being said throughout other teams and going on in the country. It's just great to have a coach who really loves the game of basketball and one what's best for you.
Right now in college basketball, it seems like there's some teams where it looks like they all met each other about 10 minutes before, and you guys look like you've known each other for 10 years. How hard was it to do? Was it easy to develop that chemistry with the transfers you brought in?
I mean, listen, when I was going through my NBA draft process, I came back on a visit to see BJ Mack. And I remember my assistant coach, Eddie Shannon, told me, he said, we get this kid, we got a chance to go to a Final Four. When I came back to him and I went to his visit, it was just immediately vibes. And we went to the Bahamas over the summer, and I feel like that helped a lot. And every day, man, we're gym rats. You know, I wouldn't say it's too much to do in Columbia from being from Cleveland, but where we stay at is right next to the gym. So we spend a lot of time getting together, watching film with each other. This team really loves basketball. You know, no matter how far we go, I feel like this team really loves basketball, and they got a lot of players on it who just love the game, and that's what we build on.
Anything else?